Hello everyone, my name's Kelly and I'm here to do my March TBR. If I sound a little bit masculine, it's because I have a cold or a sore throat or some such. Maybe a fever because I keep sweating, but we're going to soldier on and I'm going to start with my Kindle books. First thing I have to do is finish reading... I should have organised this beforehand. Right, I need to read Royal Assassin by Hobb. This is the second book in the Farseer trilogy. I'm reading a bind-up of all three. I'm going to reread this book and then after that the third book, and then also there's another trilogy. And I'm rereading them all in preparation for August when the author Hobb is releasing the first book in a new trilogy following the same characters, and I have loved these characters for 10 years and I'm rereading this for the first time in 10 years. So a lot of it I kind of had forgotten about. I remembered the overall feelings, but a lot of the small nuances, the smaller events, and even the bigger events, I forgot a lot. All that stayed with me was how much I loved this series and how perfect I think it is. So yeah, best fantasy I've ever read, and it's proving true the second time around. And then I want to read the novella preceding the release of the quite hyped Dorothy Must Die book by Dannielle Paige. I think that's being released in April, and I'm not really supposed to be allowing myself to buy physical books in April, so I'm going to read this novella on my Kindle, see how I like it, and if I'm going to allow myself to buy a physical book in April. This is a story of a girl who goes to Oz to stop Dorothy, who has become a tyrant. The power has gone to her head and she must be stopped. Dorothy Must Die. The cover for the main book, Dorothy Must Die, looks wonderful. This novella is called No Place Like Oz, and it has a little, what is the word I'm looking for? A little hot air balloon with the yellow brick road visible through it. And I'm quite excited about this series, but I'm also aware that it might be one of those ones that's just kind of hyped because of the story matter, so I will find out. The third and final book I'd like to read on my Kindle is Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini. This is the sequel to Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which I read and loved. However, I've been delaying reading this one because by all accounts it's a really depressing read, and I understand that it's necessary in this story arc for there to be a time of depression and war and struggle, but I don't really want to be depressed this month, or probably next month. But the third book is coming out really soon, so I need to read this, and I will read this. I'm going to try to read this. You see how I'm getting less confident? I will read this. Maybe I'll read this. I'm never going to read this. No, I am going to try to read this. So that's the Kindle books done. The next thing I have to do is read Lucas by Kevin Brooks. This is the one I said that I was going to reread in February, but I don't spend much time at home reading, especially not last month, and I don't like to carry physical books around with me because they get ruined. However, this is already a second-hand copy, so it doesn't matter if it gets a little more battered. And I have to read it ASAP because I want to donate this one to the African Library Project that Shannon from Cozy Tea Reads is hosting to help celebrate her 5,000 subscribers. I bought another one and I think I'm going to do another video about it as well, but I need to read this fast so that I can send it to her fast, so get in my head. Get in my head. Alright, next, and I'm not too worried about finding time to read this one because I'm pretty sure I will sacrifice sleep, although I was supposed to read it last month, so what is going on? I need to read Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and that is my favourite Walt Disney, easily. And it's about a girl called Nyx, and I've read the first couple of pages and she seems like quite a realistic character. Like, she has some sort of dark thoughts. You know, we all consider ourselves sort of probably quite good people, but occasionally we have these dark thoughts, maybe envy, anger, wrath, you know, just slightly sinful thoughts sometimes. And she is angry at her sister because of the two of them, and they are twins. She is the one being traded away to marry the Gentle Lord, who is this world's baddie and basically the Beast, and it's her duty to kill him, and I'm hoping she doesn't. I'm hoping we have a nice romantic read, and I've read some really good reviews of this, so I'm looking forward to reading this too, and it is the most beautiful thing on my shelves. Which, I know that isn't saying much because I barely have anything on my shelves, but still, gorgeous. Alright. Oh, they're all getting in reverse order. Never mind. I don't know where that squeaking sound just came from. Was that me? I don't think it kind of been... There is stuff happening. I think that was a bird and it sounded like it died. I don't know. Oh god, I'm sick. Alright. Next one I need to read. Another one that I said I was going to read last week. It's Cress. No, not first book. Third book in the Lunar Chronicles. And I think what's putting me off reading this is the size. It's really big. And again, because I don't spend much time at home reading, and I'm definitely not going to carry a beautiful hardback like this around in my bag for work, it's kind of hard starting such a thick book. But I do adore this series, and whereas the first book, Cinder, was kind of a modern retelling of Cinderella, second book, Scarlet, was a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, this is a retelling of Rapunzel. See her beautiful hair? Even longer than mine. So I really want to read this. It's the third in a quartet, so it's still not the final one, and maybe that's why I'm lacking some immediacy in reading it, although I did pre-order the sucker, so why haven't I read you yet? Why? I'm sorry. It's no judgment on you. Like, I do want you in my head. The last physical book I want to read is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making. This is by Catherynne Valente, and originally when I did my unboxing video, which I'll link below, and I discovered that this was such a big hardback, I was a bit disappointed because I wanted one of those cute little pint-sized ones. Well, maybe not that big, like maybe that big? Like that big? Basically the size of the paperback, but in hardback is what I was wanting. But I've had time to fall well and truly in love with this nice big hardback, and I still really like the font. And, I don't know, just the colour contrast. The pages are not the whitest, they're kind of a little bit yellowed, but I shouldn't wax lyrical about the typeface, should I? But it's really nice, and I like it, and it's crisp, and I'm pretty sure I will not flake out on reading this one this month. So, oh god. Oh god, I have to go to work in a minute. So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all I'm setting myself for this month. I'll still hope that I read even more. Let me know what you're planning on reading, or if you've read any of these, but please don't spoil me, and thank you for watching, and please send me get well wishes, because I feel like maybe I'm coming down with something a bit nasty. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.